Hey guys, it's Jimmy Bremner and Dexter the boy on the urban trail. It's been a couple of days since our last video. We were talking about the coyotes. Um, got Dexter checked out, just got a bit of a pinch on his hindquarters. He's good to go. He did, take about a day of rest, and now he's up and around, and he's in good shape. So you can see he's got all his armor on today. We haven't seen any sign of the coyotes today, so right now we're good. But I do have him on a lead today, just so as much good recall as he has, I just want to make sure that he doesn't get ahead of me. So be careful when you're on the trails, because like I said, the coyotes are out there and they're quite aggressive. So I did my review on Tasmanian tiger. We're also now at Global Synergies is a distributor for Tatanka gear. Tatanka is more on the bushcraft side of things, and I'm going to show you a great bag here. And this is a Tatanka bag. You can see the logo there. This bag is totally waterproof. You can carry it, as a sort of a hand carry duffel bag. You can also carry it shoulder style, as I like, or you can carry it in backpack fashion if you like. The buckles and the zippers are all fantastic. They're totally waterproof. And as I said, this is like the biggest bag I carry when I travel. I really don't carry much more than that, because quite frankly, I just like to carry on luggage, because of the, you lose things when it goes underneath, it gets damaged, there's so many problems with it now. You get charged extra. So I like the carry-on type of bag, and believe it or not, I can get by for about 2 to 3 weeks in what I can carry in this bag. So, well, how do you do that? It's called wash and wear, or permanent press, all right? You get clothes that you can crunch down, you can roll them down, something called a Ranger roll, the way you roll up your clothing. It actually takes up less space. But you can get actually a lot of gear inside one of these small bags. And so usually what do I carry? Obviously I carry, 4 to 5 pairs of socks. I carry obviously a couple pairs of trousers and pants. Another pair that I carry, you've seen them, we've all seen them at the knees. They can go into shorts, so I can convert them into shorts, so I don't have to carry something extra. I always carry like long underwear, but very, very, very thin long underwear, because believe it or not, even when you go to hot countries, kind of desert-like environments, they get quite cold in the evening. So it's good to have that, and that kind of doubles as pajamas. I obviously have my rain gear, my rain pants, a top, and a cover. So I've got that, taken care of. My essentials basically go, in a plastic zipper see-through bag. So I've got my IFAC in there. I've got some aspirin, some Gravol, some Imodium, some very basic things in there. And these are all things. I've got an N95, because guess what? It's coming back. All right, you're going to see the airports around the world gear up and start requesting that you put masks on again. So I have all of those things. Quite honest with you, I just don't need the hassle when I'm going through airports. Okay, you want me to wear a mask, I'll wear a mask. Do I agree with it? Not so much, but I just want to get on my flight and get on my way. So I'm going to do as much as I can to cooperate in that regard. Other things that I carry, obviously, I carry my steel water bottle and my cup. Obviously, they have to be empty when you go through security because you can't have that capacity of fluid in a bottle of that size. So it can be empty. Now, that said, I usually get a lot of gear on the other side, right? And something I picked up almost 2 years ago, it's a steel water bottle. It's aluminum, but I can boil in this. It's very compact. I've had it for over 2 years. It still holds the water. It still has a great seal on it. But this is a great thing to look for when you're traveling because, as I said, you can boil in it should you need to. Now, other things I carry a dry bag. I carry compression straps so I can, lock it down and get it under the seat or get it in the overhead, should I need to. Because usually what happens when you travel, you start light and on your journey you start to pick up, items and things that you want to, bring home, souvenirs, that type of thing. So I had the compression straps to press it down. So over the last, couple weeks, week and a half, the world's become a much more dangerous place. So when you're traveling, especially in airports and things like that, when you're traveling overseas, there's a lot of unrest in Europe right now. You have to learn to blend in. So typically what happens for me, apologies, but what happens to me is I kind of transform from this guy that you see it in front of you to this guy, and then I put on my glasses because I need to wear glasses now. If I wear a hat, wear a cover, it's going to be a plain, brown, black, blue kind of bald hat. And I try and get along, so I take my rings off. I carry a very inexpensive watch. In fact, this is not an expensive watch. It's a nice watch, but I'm probably going to carry a low-end Casio type of watch with me. I'll have a money belt, okay? You can, a lot of guys will put, some cash under their OtterBox on their phone and things like that. But guess what? Your phone's going to get stolen, and any money you have in your pocket, your wallet, that type of thing is going to get stolen, right? So the money belt is a good thing to do, and that way you've got all of that covered. If there's some countries actually that you go to that they'll actually, the military or the police will come and take your passport for the duration of your trip. So I always photocopy all my gear. Yeah, you can put it in your phone. You can take a picture in your phone, but your phone is likely to be taken from you if you get into confrontation. So I put everything folded down in a money belt so I can, I've got my ID. And another thing, for Canadians or, Americans, when you get to the other end, you should be considering finding the closest Canadian embassy or U.S. embassy and going there and saying, this is me, here's who I am, I'm here for this amount of time, this is the business I'm doing here. And usually every once or couple, 3 weeks, they have like a Canadian night or an American night, and you go and you meet people, and they feed you, and it's a nice get together. If you're there on business, it's a great opportunity to make connections and meet other business partners and things like that. So, you have to learn to blend in. And the other reason I like a shoulder bag is if you've never been before, you'll get to some countries and you'll watch people and you'll notice that they're always carrying their backpacks on the front of them. And you know what, just do it. If you're carrying a backpack, just do that. And typically the reason is for that is there's a lot of loosely, organized crime gangs that are experts at pickpocketing. If you have your bag on your back, they'll actually take a razor and cut it because the trains are packed full of people and you won't feel it. And they'll cut the bag and they'll remove the contents from it. So you have to, like I say, understand how to blend in and carry things that are they're not telling people who you might be, right? Or that you're, a potential victim, all right? So this simple bag, okay, I've had this forever. I've taken it all over the world. And it's just such a simple bag to get in and out of. It has really nice zippers on it, and what I do, there's a D-ring on one end, and I put it through the zippers and into the D-ring with a carabiner, and it locks it down so people can't get into your bag, as readily as they could if you didn't do something like that. So, you know what, sometimes, that's the right bag to carry. If you're just going to a market or something like that, picking up, some lunch and dinner, something like that, a simple bag like this makes you very unobtrusive. Nobody, will give you a second look. And that's, like I say, the easiest way to navigate all these things and stay safe. As I said, watch the ebb and flow of people, okay? Intent you see in people's eyes and in their hands, all right? So you have to be constantly alert all the time, just like Dexter is. And, but, if you follow some simple guidelines, you can be quite confident, feel quite safe. You can ride the trains, you can ride, the trolley cars and things like that, but as I said, you have to move carefully and cautiously and learn to flow with the crowd and the culture that you might have embedded yourself in, and that's the best way to keep safe. If you can find somebody that can help you translate, and typically they're called a fixer, and they can help you get through some, sticky situations. So, that's kind of how I do things. Again, the rest of the world kind of works differently. A lot of times a cab driver is a really good resource because they can translate. They know where everything is. If you, pay them up front, they'll probably stay with you for the next 2 to 3 weeks, and they'll help you through all kinds of different things. So that's what I have for you today. I just want everybody to be safe when you're traveling, and like I said, it's just become a different world over the last couple of weeks, and I wish you all well, and I will be back for you. Dexter and I'll come back probably by the end of the week with another video. Some exciting things coming up. I'm currently in a deal in New Jersey to open Global Synergies and a U.S. business entity in New Jersey. That looks like it's going to move ahead just nicely. So there's a lot of things, on the go right now. Please come and see us at SHOT Show 2024, because I will have the Bolo gear there. It will be all our prototype bags and gear, and again, proprietary to CTOA and through Global Synergies. So thanks for watching all the time. I really appreciate it. And it's me and Dexter. Actually, if you listen closely, there's turkeys in the background, turkeys in the Don Valley. Jimmy Bremner, Dexter, the boy, C2A, Urban Trail. I'm out.